Okay, now I'm going to take our rings here. So this is our new set of rings. The new ones we haven't used yet. These are the cheapy ones. Make sure there's no rust or anything on the side of the rings here. Cause non-usage. You go ahead and put these in there, and you look at what you got. If you have a piston, you use that for a squaring tool. If not, put them in straight. So use some feeler gauges like this to figure out what number you want. It's a 3-inch bore. Multiply by 5. That's 15 thou. That doesn't seem like very much to me. It's 5 thousandths per inch of bore. So 6 thou, 6 times is 18. That sounds better, 18. So about 20 thou. So I want to make sure the rings are good and loose so I'm not buttoning them. So usually I run around 15, 16. I'm going to make sure 18 goes in there easily without a problem. So that's an 18. Goes in like butter, because it probably has about a 30 thou gap on that ring. If I get over here, you can actually see the ring gaps. Trying to make this so you can see what I'm doing here a little better, but where's the bore at? So gap's right there. I don't know if you can see it. I won't make it too big. So get your 18 thou gap, stick it right in there. Make sure it goes all the way in the cylinder. If you can wiggle it side to side like this, it's loose. You can feel it in there how much it moves. Now oil ring rails are hard to measure because it's so thin. So this here was 20 over rings I filed to fit up here in the races. So these ones I had to file everything down. What a pain in the butt. These are going to be backup rings, in case I need backup rings for anything. Okay, put these in there. Now right off the bat, you can see how they're a lot closer on the gap. 18 goes in there fine, because I fit them at 20. Is what I was trying to get in there at the races. I did have to file quite a bit off of these to get them that far down. This one is not there. So that one did not make it. I'm at a lake bed. It looked like it was good, but obviously it's not. Okay, so that one's too tight. Alright. Where's my gapping tool at? Grinder, who's got the grinder? Oh yeah, I'm trying to find my grinder. Grinder's up over there somewhere. Thought it was up in here. Maybe it's higher up. Nope, looks good. Knucklehead parts in the way though. Yeah, that's the problem. Knucklehead crap's in the way, among other things. Okay, one grinder. That's the grinder. Go the other direction, dumbass. This piston ring grinder. This goes over here in the vise. Come on, camera. Thing does not cooperate. Go like that. Where's that ring at? Okay, you take the ring. You hold the ring down on the tips like this, so it's pushing flat against this here. And you squeeze in, it rolls against these pins, that pinches it in equally from both sides. So you hold the ring with your fingers, push it. Now you can move the ring back and forth, make it go like this. So by how you move your hand. So you want to make sure you keep it square. This has a diamond cutting surface on it, as opposed to a dull file like I used before. Now we have some nice heavy burrs on there now. So we pull out the honing stone. You push down on the two edges separate. Go back and forth a couple times, you can feel them go away. So now you don't have any burrs on that. I don't worry about the outside edge per se. If you put a chamfer on there, you just made the gap way wider than what it was. Doesn't make sense to me why you do that. So after you do that, then you come over here and you check your gap. See if we got what we want this time. Try to make it nice and square. And this time, it goes in there. That one's good. And these ones over here, I haven't honed them yet. I tried to file the surface. This time we're going to hone them. Honing stone, so same deal, you push on it. Make sure there's no edges on there. That one felt good. You can see how I file them a little bit, trying to make them flat up there. This does make them flat. So you catch a little high spot right there, and that wasn't there before. And now that one's done too. Okay, now make sure you wipe off all your grit and stuff. You want to be transferring grit. Okay. So we checked our one ring, whichever one that was, I don't remember. Let's go back and check it. I can see there's a ton of gap in there, so we'll go on to the next one. Sounds like we got fireworks going outside. Okay, so now you can see big gap right there. Put that like that, and got a lot of gap in it, and turn it. That one's good to go. And take our top ring, our chrome ring. Now you squeeze evenly and push down at the same time. Go down. Push evenly, then pull at the back side. Don't push on just one ring side at a time. You can bend the ring, which you don't want. You do not want to do that. I want to go a little bit deeper in there, so. Check our 18. 18 is definitely in there, good, loose. Now you can either pull up individually, you go on the back side, just lift up the single. Single comes up, pull out. Now the other way, now that you're dragging the ring out, so you leave a mark on the cylinder and the ring a little bit. If you take it and push it together, you can pull it out without so much force the other way. Now the second ring should always run more clearance than the other one. So you squeeze together your fingers, push down evenly so you have the least amount of force on the cylinder. And push those two and up the back at the same time. Square the ring up pretty close. Now that one's a little tight. Now the ring not square. Recenter it, check it again. Still tight. So it needs to be done a little bit. So if you pull them up equally on this side and then squeeze it together, you don't drag it out of the cylinder so much. Now the new theory on the ring gap is you can run up to double the clearance on the second ring over the first ring. So when you have blow by, it doesn't unload this ring. It'll still do some sealing. So if you have a lot of blow by getting past your top ring, you want to make sure you let the pressure go right by this one. That way the top ring can get some pressure behind it and try to seal better. If it's got pressure between the two rings here, it unseats the top ring, it doesn't work as good. So the new theory is you run this thing really, really loose, like 30 or 40 thousandths. Some guys run as much as 60 on them. It's a big tractor pulling stuff. So I haven't tried that yet, but hell, I'm up to anything. Let's give it a little extra. Yeah, nothing against giving a little extra. Oh, it was down there. I missed it. Okay, so right now I want to rehone this. I'm sure there's a burr on there now. Back over here. Go like that. So you can see where the honing marks the rings are. Like that. Okay, I go back down here. Let's see what we got this time. Here's our 18. Oh yeah, we got 18. I was shooting for 30. Let's see what we got. Well, this only goes to 25, so you got to do a 15 and a 16 to get 31. There's the 15, there's a 14, that's 29, there's 31. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, we easily got that. Not even close. Okay, we're getting close now. I got 21, and I'm assuming that's a 20, so that's 41 thou right now. So got about 42 or 3 in it right now. Okay, so that's nice and loose. So we're going to go with that theory, see what happens. Don't know. Give it a try. What can you do? The ring is marked 10. You can see the 10 on there now too. So that's the one that's going to go on the bike. Okay, let's go check our other set here. See, we're going with 18. Which one is that, the second or top? That is a second ring. This is going to be the backup set. The one big thick one is 25. It went in tightly. So give a couple of strokes over here. That's this one over here. Oop. Just go like this. There you go. Customer coming here right now. So we'll do that like that. Put this in there like this. Rotate it around. Play with that a little bit. Center it up. Not quite centered very well, but anyway, you get the idea. And the 25 is a little snug going in there, but I'm not quite centered either. Got a little tighter on me. Okay, we're going to play with that a little bit, get this one set, and then we'll be back. You couldn't even see what I was doing there because it's too high. So this one going in real tight, so not quite making it. Alright, we'll be back.